Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Damage Games, and today we're going to be going through Dusting and Ring Domination, the combination between the two that is so overly broken. And if you haven't heard about it, like, Jesus Christ, take advantage of this. This is going to be insanely broken in terms of getting resets, pretty much unlimited amounts of dust too for like tier pools and everything. It's going to be super OP. But before we discuss that, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop it with a like, subscribe to the channel because we're nearly at 700 subs, pushing towards that 1,000, but let's get to 700 first. So let's get straight into it though, how Ring Domination makes dusting so incredibly overpowered. So you guys have seen before that when you play Ring Domination, you know how it works. You get a normal number of like resets and everything. So playing with doublers, you get 8 picks if you win, 9 if you do like a perfect game. But when you start with your first card, you get 32 shards. So in this case, where I'm WrestleMania 37++, my first card is a Rumble 21, which has 32 resets. As you go further down the leaderboard, you start to play for easier cards, which have fewer and fewer shards on them. So SummerSlam 20 has a few, Elemental has a few, and WrestleMania, I've only had a little quick go at this, but WrestleMania 36, which is the first card, has a total of 10 shards, which is 10 resets. So even when you start the card brand new, you have a 1 in 10 chance of a reset, which is still less than half of that of the normal draft board. So anytime you play any of these cards that have fewer than 25 shards on them, you're getting resets faster than what's on the normal draft board. When you're on the first card, you literally have a chance of 1 in 10, and then 1 in 9, 1 in 8, 1 in 7, etc. of getting a reset each time. For dusting, the reset's what's important because that has the higher tier numbers. As the lowest, it's 45 points towards a reset. Towards its highest, if you're dusting Behemoth than that, you're looking at 500 plus points. So with 10 resets, if you were super lucky and got some high tier stuff every time, say Rumble, which is 200 points and higher, you're still looking at like 2,000 dust for each one of these lower tier cards you go off and complete. But I'd love to know down in the comments what you guys think of this. Like, are you trying it yourselves? I'm going to take a wild guess and say majority of people are going to try it because it is going to be completely broken. And if you haven't tried it, get on it. It's going to be so good for leveling up your stuff that you're just going to want to have to do it. Before this match, I played a couple games of Ring Domination just to have a few extra picks along, but with 8 picks per game and a couple games stored up, I've got roughly 24 odd picks to go through it with, and it's insane. This is the second time I filmed this video because of network errors, so for the effort, can we get a thumbs up on the video? I don't know. But either way, it's looking to be completely broken. So I think any streamer, anybody you watch playing Ring Domination from this point will go through and get themselves all the top tier cards because it is just so easy for so many resets. And I mean, as cool as it is to get your event cards and that, as soon as you're done, play the lower tier things, you know? Even if you're not expecting a tier pool, you're still guaranteed some high tier cards which also work towards more dusting. So you're getting closer to a tier pool even faster. And I've made a video before on the fastest ways to dust and you can go check that out. It's a part of my tutorial series that I've started with Supercard, but this is just overly insane and I think it's gonna like be the event that really sums up Season 7 as to how well dusting can actually do. But on that note, we've won our game 5-4, and I've got a few extra draft picks saved up, so we're going to go through it, slug our way through the network errors, and try and find some resets here. I've got 30 picks here for so many of these. Each time this goes through, it's a reset, so there's 8 resets left on the board. Anyway, with network errors, let's get into this. I might have to cut my way through a bunch of it, but we'll see what we get. It's going to be absolutely insane, but at the end, I will share with you how much I get from dusting from just a few games. Unfortunately, though, I'm quite an unlucky person, and I tend to go down to the very last cards, which is what happened here. The first time I streamed it, and it took so long to film it, I had to throw out the footage, but this is still looking to be insane. This will be the same whenever you get close to finishing even the top tier cards, be down to the last like 6 or so shards on your Mania cards, etc. It's still going to be like insanely fast for resets. But most of you are probably going to be luckier than I am and not go down to the last shard every single time, and you'll be able to pop off and get some really good stuff out of this. There's no amount of times I can refilm the video to change my luck on how quickly I actually find resets. It's still always the last card for me, or near enough the last card. There's the first reset, that's Vanguard. By dusting, that's already more than 100 something plus points. We'll go again. We get super lucky and find another piece right off the bat? Nope, we can't. I go second piece, that's a Swarm reset. That again is worth like 400 plus in dusting. Right off the bat, we'll go for another random pick. Already we've got a Vanguard and a Swarm card back to back here. It's insane. That is like 600 plus points worth of dusting. Another Vanguard to add to the list. It just can't get faster than this in terms of filling up your dust meter. It seems that anytime Ring Domination comes into being the solo event, we're going to have this opportunity to go OP with dusting. And I just wanted to see what you guys thought. Like, we've discussed it on Twitch and everything. I just want to see what you guys think about it. I mean, I think it's OP, insanely OP in terms of your dust meter, but at the same time, it's going to be so good in terms of actually helping players get cards really quickly for free. And generally speaking, that's just great. We've got a Royal Rumble card, Sheamus as well, who I've already got, so that's another card for the dust meter. But we now got a 1 in 4, for example, so we've got a pretty high chance of a reset every single time right here from literally just a couple bouts here. I think this was actually about my 3rd bout I played in terms of picks. There we go, next one, which is a SummerSlam 19. Not the highest tier reset, but still, it's a good reset. It's still like 90 points. Then we've got the corner piece, that's a WrestleMania 36, so a high tier dusting, 240 points that is. Got 2 picks left, so we have a 1 in 2 chance of a reset here again. Next piece, which was a SummerSlam 20, that's about 300 100 points of dusting, and again, a final card here, which again is a guaranteed reset. So yeah, this is the fastest method, insanely OP, especially when you get down to the end there. So when we go to the dusting here, we can't dust the card itself, but we can dust everything else. So here are some of the misclick ones of like 20 points each time. Let's go through and see how much dust we can actually gather here. So here we go. Here comes from the first set of resets. We've got 170 per Vanguard card. We had 2 of those. A Swarm card at 440. A Rumble card at 200. If you guys look at this, look at the amount of dust we've got there. We can even dust the event card. That is 2,240 worth of dusting. And I'm pretty sure you can't dust all of that in one go. So I am going to take off Seamus real quick. So that's still 2,040 to dust there from one card. That is insane. That is a third of the dust meter. If it actually lets you dust it, that is insane. You can always dust it in smaller sections, but look at that. 2,000 plus dust in one card. And now that that one's done, we can just go along and move on to the very next card as well. And if that is not the most broken and OP thing that Supercard has introduced to the game in a long time, I don't know what is, but this is absolutely insane. So the next step is to do the same with the Elemental card. And we're going to just keep farming it through until you get pretty much endless and unlimited amounts of exclusive draft board picks. It's going to be insane. Let me know down in the comments as well what cards you guys get out of doing this. I'm sure a bunch of you are going to get some really cool exclusive draft board resets, and I can't wait to hear what they are. And of course, let me know what you think of this whole method, if you think it is OP and broken, whether it needs a fix to it, or whether you think it's okay to be in the game. I quite like it, personally. Ring Domination's always been my favourite mode, but it adds a little something extra to it that I just love. But I can't wait to see what we get with resets and tier pools wise this weekend on live on Twitch, where we're streaming Supercard Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's going to be great, so feel free to come join us over on twitch.tv/DownBaseGames. Links to that will be down in the description, along with Discord and everything else. But if you have enjoyed today's video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Almost to 700. We'll hit that real soon. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.